Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Trago, and hey, welcome back to another draft analysis. That's right, I joined another league. It's pretty cool and stuff. The league is called what do you call it? It's the PBAL or PABL. Okay, for some reason, once leagues go into the 4-letter acronyms, everything just falls apart. Like, I don't know what it is about it. Like, I don't know if it's a memory overload, but it's like, once there are 4 letters, it's just like, there might as well be, like, it might as well just be nonsense. So expect me to get that mixed up a lot. Okay? Like, remember when I was in a NSTL and every week it was something different, and then the UPBA or what? See, I can't even remember leagues that I've already been in, but it's like PTL, easy, PBL, easy. What other leagues have I been in? Jeez, I don't even know. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I am in this league. It is a Wi-Fi league. Ooh, fancy. It's a Wi-Fi league. I am, of course, repping the New York Yampers because I, have a lot of fun with that team. Well, so far in PTL, we're doing pretty awful, so that team's off to a rocky start. But then again, it's me. So, this draft is a tier draft, which means I am super restricted in the Pokemon that I can get, and we're only doing Galar decks. So, it's a Galar decks tier draft, so it's like restriction upon restriction. So, but it's not just me, it's everyone that has to get a super weird draft. So I think the rules are I need to get tier 1, tier 2, 2 tier 3s, tier 4, and tier 5, and then 4 free picks. So yeah, 10 mon total draft, and the tier 1 obviously being like, your heavy hitters, your thick boys, your go-getters, things like Dragapult and Tyranitar, and I don't know, I think Gothitelle is tier 1 as well, but it's like, let's be real. And then tier 2s are your not as good as tier 1s, and then your tier 3s are your better than most things, but still not the greatest. Tier 5 are like literal shitmons, which I might have to be forced to take 2 of them based on the free pick. So it's like the free picks work in a weird way where it's like I can grab. It's just kind of weird. Let's just get into my first pick, all right, gamers. So let's see, who did I pick first? I got Tyranitar. Check that out. Yeah, I got Whoops, no, not you. Hey, come. I got Tyranitar. See that? Yeah. So, Tyranitar is an absolute beast. It has been since... No, it was a beast even before it was introduced as a Pokemon. So let's talk about how good Tyranitar is. I got Rocks. I got Dragon Dance. I got like 9,000 weaknesses, but who cares? Because, I'm a freaking rock dinosaur. Tyranitar, it sets up, it gets rocks. So, it's just super thick. It's... Oh god, it's so great. It's so great. Its stabs are so good. And also Sandstream gives it, the Spadef boost, which is nice. And oh my god, if I slap an AV on this, nothing can kill it. Like, if you focus miss me, if you focus hit with the focus blast and I have an AV and a Sandstorm, I'm not gonna die. There's no way. Well, I don't know. I haven't done the calc for it, but anyway, yeah, I got Tyranitar. I wanted to get... okay, I didn't go into this with a plan. Because when I make a plan, set everything into motion, then Odin laughs at me and everything just kind of crumbles in my hands. So I just, looked for the best things that I could. So I'll be honest, gamers, I am really surprised this thing got to me. Let's go to my next pick as I scroll all the way down. Oh, it doesn't let me circle back. So this is actually a tier 2 mon that I got, and I'm very surprised that it's tier 2 and not tier 1. Like, it's it was something that went like round 1, round 2 in my other league in PTL, and that is Cinderace. Now, I'm super surprised that this got back to me. Like, honestly, I was middle pick. So out of 12 people, I was pick number 6. So like 6 picks, then I got T-Tar. Another 12, and I got Cinderace. So it lasted that long, and yeah, super fast, good move pool, fire type, court change, Pyro Ball, great Pokemon overall, and what do you call it? Oh yeah, I now have a crippling ground weakness. Isn't that fun? So I need to get like something that resists ground next, obviously. But you know, for some reason, all my teams are just super weak to ground. I don't know why. That's just one of the things that happens when I make teams. So you know, crippling ground weakness, but fast and all that stuff. And you know, I'm getting some compound weaknesses here going, but that's fine. I got 2 really powerful Pokemon that people are gonna look at in prep and just think, how do I win here? But then again, I'm looking at prep and looking at like, how do I win? Like seriously, gamers, I have no idea. Can someone tell me, please? So I started immediately thinking about like patching up like type weaknesses and all that, and also looking at things that I need. Like I said, I'm not going into this with any like real plan. I'm just kind of doing it. So I got Mantine. Mantine is a really cool Flappy Bird, which kind of ruined my life in PTL once upon a time. There's no HP Electric in this game, so it's like, you know, if I'll know when they've got coverage for me. And, you know, Tyranitar's a thick boy. I can just switch into electric moves for days. Mantine is really great. I patched that ground immunity, or that ground weakness, because I'm immune to it. Haha, and you can't get through me with Mold Breaker, dummies. Tyranitar is also super weak to fighting, obviously. Mantine doesn't care. Cinderace is super weak to water. Mantine doesn't care. Tyranitar is also weak to water. And, oh, you guessed it, Mantine doesn't care. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't get defog this gen, but it's still, like, you know, a pretty good mon overall. Like, good utility, good stats, water type, and, sorry about that, gamers. Yeah, what else does Mantine do? It's a Flappy Bird. Like, let's be real. That's why I got it. It's a Flappy Bird. Okay, so now for my next pick. So you see, I got a water type and a fire type. So obviously, I am legally obliged to get a grass type next. So I got a really cool Pokemon, and that is Roserade. Roserade, Elena Tyrell, Queen of Thorns, etc. Blah blah blah. I've used Roserade before in the past, and it's a really fun Pokemon to use, like, not gonna lie. Still in this game, I've got Hazards, I've got Spadef, I've got Spatak, I've got a really good offensive dual typing, I can absorb Toxic Spikes because I'm Poison type, I am also weak to Fire. Mantine doesn't care. I'm weak to, what do you call it? I'm weak to Psychic. Tyranitar doesn't care. Ha, gotcha. I'm weak to... Roserade has like 9,000 weaknesses. I'm weak to Flying. Tyranitar doesn't care. I'm weak to Fire. Mantine doesn't care. You see how this works out? This symbiotic relationship I've got going with my Pokemon here? Yeah, that's how it works with a good, solid team. And look how solid this team is already. You're just thinking like, wow, you could bring those 4 Pokemon just to any week and you do an amazing job no matter what. And I'm like, yeah, thanks, I know. So, okay, I'm lacking... What am I lacking on this team? I'm lacking... Let's just take a look at what I got next, and you'll understand. It's like, oh yeah, I see what you're doing there, Trogdor. I see what you're doing. Haxorus. This absolute monster. Look at Haxorus. It just shows up and ruins your day. Now, it makes my day amazing, but you, the opponent, your day is ruined when this monster shows up on the battlefield and you don't have a Clefable that can, you know, magically make my poison jab low roll and then get a high roll on a Moonblast. No, Haxorus is here to just like, it's here to break molds and you know, other stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted a really powerful dragon type, and they were in such short supply that I had to act fast, and I'm like really glad that I got this Pokemon right here. Obviously, like, okay, so let's back up a little bit, gamers. Like, when I got Cinderace, like, I was really hoping that Excadrill would make it back to me, but let's be real, that there's no way that would have happened. I could have gotten it at round 1, but then I really risked, like, Tyranitar not making it back to me, and I wanted Tyranitar more. Like, Tyranitar is just better on its own than Excadrill is on its own. And I don't think there are any other Sandrush sweepers in this game yet. Like, Dracovish, Dracozolt don't get Sandrush yet, and they're still so amazing without them. So where was I going? Haxorus is just like some immediate power. It's got multiple types of setup. It has just multiple ways of ruining your day. You know, how about that? Try to, you know, like, your fairy is gone, and I'm just gonna start outraging on you. Like, ha ha ha. Good luck with that. Okay, who's next? So I got a dragon, so I'm legally obliged to get a, what do you call it? A fairy type and then a steel type. But okay, those things are in short supply. So I went ahead and grabbed my fairy in Rapidash. Yeah, I got a unicorn. I got Galarian Rapidash, which honestly, I never considered like at all. But then I saw it on the board and I was like, huh. What are those? What are its stats? Oh, Speedy Boy. What kind of coverage does it get? Ooh, not bad. Does it get any setup? Ooh. So the more I looked at Galarian Rapidash, the more I realized that, like, oh, this is actually a great Pokemon. And 105 base speed. So besides Cinderace, it's my fastest mon so far. But my team's, like, besides Mantine, what is Mantine's speed? I should know the stats of all my Pokemon. I was like keeping track of a lot of stuff, making careful notes, like doing all my type charts, but I forget everything's stats already. But my team's like, it's not slow like my team in PTL, where it's like literally my fastest thing in that team is Speedwagon, but my other fastest thing is literally a Rotom fan. Ooh, speaking of Rotom, I got Rotom normal version. Yeah, that's right. So I wanted a Zappy Boy, I wanted a Ghosty Boy, and hey, look, this fits the bill. Rotom is just a great Pokemon overall. And what else? You know, this is the faster than all of the appliances. This is just like the raw electricity. So I'm faster than all the appliances, but not as bulky. That's fine, because when I have Rotom on my team, I tend to run them more offensively anyway. So this will be just great. Volt Switch, Shadow Ball, Trick, Will-O-Wisp, etc. You know what Rotoms do. And another Levitator, because, you know, I can't just have one ground immunity when I've got T-Tar, Cinderace, I guess kind of Roserade. Weak to ground, and you know, it's you know, decently fast. Okay, and now that we're getting to this point in the draft, it's starting to get like really slim pickings. Not just that, but the actual Pokemon that I can choose are limited. So T-Tar's my tier 1, Cinderace is my tier 2, Mantine and Roserade are my tier 3s. Rapidash is my tier 4. I think that's how it works. So I obviously needed a tier 5. And because Haxorus is a tier 2, and geez, I don't even remember what Rotom was. Like, what is it, tier 3? Basically, I have to get, I am locked. I am just like, it's impossible for me to get myself a tier 1. So I have to look at tier 2 Pokemon and choose, like, which one of those that I want. I had my eye on Diggersby, but that went really quick because, you know, a lot of people are in the same situation I am, where pickings are slim and they have to fill their obligations as tiers, in addition to something that, you know, works well with the team. So I was actually pretty lucky that I grabbed this next Pokemon, which I believe is another tier 3. Scrolling up through my Pokedex, but oh, by the way, look at that, gamers! I completed my Pokedex. You can see with those crowns there. My next pick was Hitmonlee. So yeah, never skip leg day, gamers. Like, always do, like, you know, deadlifts and squats and lunges and leg presses, and, you know, never skip leg day. Hitmonlee is, you know, doesn't skip leg day, but honestly, like, Hitmonlee's just got, like, such a weird looking body. Like, I bet Hitmonlee could easily squat like 5 plates like it's nothing, but at the same time, like, you know, doesn't have a head. It's so weird. Okay, so I got a fighting type. I have a rapid spin user, which is great because so far, besides court change, I didn't have good hazard removal. Mantine used to get defog but doesn't anymore. Rotom used to get defog but doesn't anymore. And, well, honestly, I don't know about the rules of if we get post-home movesets or what. I should clarify that. But basically, I picked things on the assumption that it was just, like, only Galar decks, and that that we wouldn't get the special post-home moves. So yeah, Hitmonlee is great. You know, Rapid Spin gives +1 speed now, so I don't have to always rely on Unburden, which it's still gonna be a great Unburden sweeper at some point. Close combat just, like, blows through things. Like, it still gets good coverage in all that, and, you know, good attack stat, and man can take a hit if you know, if I whack an assault vest up on here. So okay, and remember how I was talking about how slim pickings tier 2 was? Yeah, I'm gonna show you, like, one of the last things that was in there, and that is Hippowdon. So I got my big hippo, Gloria, maybe, I don't know. I haven't thought of any nicknames. The only thing that I know is Roserade is going to be Olena. Cinderace is going to be Highway Go-Go. Rotom is going to be Chili Pepper. Tyranitar is going to be Destroytar. Yeah, otherwise I honestly don't know. Usually I have, like, really clever nickname ideas. Sometimes I only do JoJo references. Sometimes I only do Game of Thrones references. But not going to do that either of those this time around, because I can't really think of clever nicknames for all of these, but they'll come to me. So anyway, Hippowdon. So you might be looking at it and thinking, like, dual sand? Wow, you're gonna be a weather master. Well, you know, I'm not like building a sand team. I got Hippowdon because it, you know, for one thing, I had to get a tier 2 Pokemon, and it was like, it was this or I don't even remember, like, well, it was the smallest pickings of anything, and I was just like, yeah, might as well get something. Hippowdon is a thick monster. Hippowdon is an electric immunity. Hippowdon, did I mention it's a thick monster? It's one of my more defensive Pokemon here. Between it and Mantine, actually makes a decent wall core. Like, it's not awful, as you can see. I'm umming and erring a lot because I didn't write a script or anything. I just kind of went into this blind. Well, I went into the draft mostly blind, just picking the best things that I couldn't, only later realizing, like, oh, I gotta get some shitty mons. So, Hippowdon, I believe, is also another rocker. Like, up to this point, it's like I got Roserade with spikes, I've got T-Tar with rocks, so now I got Hippowdon with rocks, I hope. If I find out that Hippo doesn't have rocks, so that's fine. But yeah, great Pokemon overall, and, you know, like I said, did I mention that it's a thick monster? Like, I don't. Okay, so my last Pokemon, I had to get a tier 5. I wanted a Steel type, and there's only one, literally just one Pokemon that fit that bill. And you know what? It's actually not the worst in the world. Wait, where is it? Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm so bad at the alphabet. English is my first language, yet I don't know the alphabet. Okay, here it is, gamers. Here it is. I got Kling Klang. So my last pick of the draft is Kling Klang. Really grinds my gears. 9 to 5 grind right here, Kling Klang. So Kling Klang's not a bad Pokemon. It's just kind of like meh. It's got decent stats. Mono Steel type's not bad. I believe it gets Shift Gear too, so you know, don't sleep on it. But you know, it was just kind of like last pick. I needed to get a Shitmon, and here's my Shitmon of the team, gamers. Yeah. Let's be real though. So in terms of a Dragon Fairy Steel Core, it's pretty weak. Like, I don't really see how Kling Klang can offensively synergize with Haxosaurus Rex or Rapidash Galarian the way that, you know, Cinderace Man. Well, even then, no. I don't really have like those solid cores on this team, but that's fine. I did my best to get as many, like, not have as many typing overlaps as I could to like really have like not super weak to any one type. And I think besides Ghost, because I don't have a normal type on my team, I think besides Ghost, nothing like really blows through my team in that sense. So that is the team, gamers. This is the Yampers squad going into the PABL what is it? The Pokemon Battle, the Association of Pokemon League Battlers, or what? Like I said, once it gets into 4 words, everything just falls apart. I just kind of have memory overloads, and things have to start going to local storage, and I just kind of slow down and just my brain chugs. But you'll see, everyone. I'll get it right one day. So, final squad: Tyranitar, Cinderace, Mantine, Roserade, Haxorus, Galarian, Rapidash, Rotom, Spook, Hitmonlee, Hippowdon, and Kling Klang. So let me know what you think of the team, gamers. Like, it's not the best in the world. Like, let's be real. I'm just gonna, you know, look at it and just kind of think like, whatever. But I got some power. I got some thickness. I got some really fun mons that I've been wanting to use. I'm looking at you, Cinderace. I'm looking at you. Cinderace is the only thing that I like just really wanted to use. I was considering getting that thing round 1, and it made it to me round 2. So yeah, think about that. So anyway, I've been rambling for a while, so that's enough for me. So yeah, thank you, gamers, for watching, and whenever this is uploaded, my week 1 battle will go up a week after that, so stay tuned. I'm not really I don't have it written down like exactly when I'm supposed to upload this, but yeah, that's all I've got for today. If you are new to the channel, if you want to see more battles from this league, if you are just a decent person overall, like this, or not, no, that comes next. Subscribe to the channel. I'm sure a lot of new people are coming to watch these videos, and you're just like, I want to see Trogdor do horribly in this league, or I want to see Trogdor do great in this league, or more realistically, what's going to happen is I want to see Trogdor do a mediocre job and just miss playoffs, like I do every single league that I'm ever in. So yeah, like the video if you liked it. Comment down below if you got anything else to say, and yeah, if you're new or excited, subscribe, because I got exciting stuff coming, and I need to start working on uploading while I still have free time in my life, because I'm not working full time and I need a job, but at the same time, while I have this free time, I might as well make good use of it. Anyway, all right, yeah, take care, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.